Hey guys, what happens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time or New York time will leave you speechless. You guys can't believe what happens at 9:30 when you take a swing trade, okay? When you are in a swing trade, what happens at 9:30 EST? You can't believe it. To leave you speechless. Let me share my screen and I am going to show you exactly what happened. If you stay up to the end of this training, this video, guys, you're going to learn one or two things that can change your entire perspective of trading. Whatever assets you're trading, stay up to the end of the training and you're going to learn one or two things that can actually change your entire trading. So for now, I'm going to share my screen, but before I do that, let me do two things. We call them house cleaning, housekeeping, not house cleaning, housekeeping. Number one, let's put a disclaimer. Number two, let's say a word of prayer. Number one, disclaimer. Here we go. Here we go again. What I'm going to show you guys is not professional financial investment or making money, quick, rich schemes, all those things. Now, what I'm going to show you is a systematic process that you have to follow to acquire the necessary skills to allow you to trade in the markets, okay? Because one reason, trading is very risky, okay? You're going to lose your money, okay? It is very risky. 99% of the people lose money. So you're not any different. You're going to lose money, okay? So only trade money that you can afford to lose. If you can't afford to lose that $1, don't trade it because you're going to lose it, okay? The markets are unforgiving, guys, and you're going to see that very soon. If you haven't seen it, you can go and watch our previous videos on this channel, the Smart Wolf Club. So guys, welcome to the Smart Wolf Club. Make sure you share this video with all the people that you love or you care or your clan. You can share this with your clan because they're going to learn something, okay? They're going to learn something from just a regular group of people, the Smart Wolf Club members. We are just regular guys, just like you and just like your neighbor. I could be your neighbor. Some of us come from the villages, but we are learning these skills. It's a set of skills that you have to learn, okay? It's not professional. It's not some get-rich-quick scheme. You're going to lose your money. Trading is very risky. Only do this with the money you can afford to lose. If you don't have any money, please just trade the demo accounts, okay? Paper money, what we call paper money, demo accounts, okay? Not real money, just demo money to practice and learn the strategies and follow along, okay? Disclaimer is done. Number two, let's say a word of prayer. In the belief of Power Mighty, we pray that those who are going to follow us, those who are going to watch with us, those who are going to spend the time with us today may be successful. We pray this in the belief of Power Mighty. We pray that the markets be good to us as we go along with our trading. We pray that all those who are going to follow us today live in the Smart Wolf Club, may you bless them. Those who are going to watch the replay on YouTube, may you bless them. Those who are going to share this information, may you bless them abundantly. We pray that everybody, all those who are going to watch this, may get some patience, may learn the skills, and may practice this skill, and may they also become successful. We pray and believe in the power of Almighty. Amen. Guys, we pray to the man above because we all need help. We learned that very earlier on. Some of us have been online for many years. Some of us have been online since 1998. Some of our coaches in the Smart Wolf Club have been doing this for many, many years, 20, 30, 40 years. And we have coaches from all over the world. Tajimoto from Japan, Tokyo, Japan. He's been with us for over 20 years, trading, coaching us. Mr. Baker from Atlanta, Georgia in the United States. He's been with the Smart Wolf Club for over 20 years. Josephine from Sydney, Australia. She's been doing this for over 15 years, probably 20 years. I don't remember. There are so many of them. Mr. Singh from Bombay, India, over 20 years. Malemala, my friend from Cape Town, South Africa, he's been doing this for many, many years, over 20 years. Moses from Lagos, Nigeria, over 20 years. Rosemary from New York, New York. Now we're talking about New York. She's right in the heart of things. Hot seat right there. She's been doing this for over 20 years. Anne-Marie up north. We have Rosemary in New York. Up north, Toronto, Canada, we have Anne-Marie. She's been doing this for over 20 years. You go further in Europe, Carinthus, she's in Berlin, Germany. She's been doing this with us for over 20 years. Marcelina up close, Spain, Madrid, Spain. She's been doing this for over 20 years. You go down further south, Rio de Janeiro. You can find one of our coaches, Rodrigo's. He's been doing this for over 20 years, and many, many others, okay? I can't possibly mention all of them here. It's just going to be a video of coaches. I don't want to do that to you guys. I know you guys want to see what happens at 9:30 before it is 9:45. It's almost 9:45. We have 2 minutes. So I'm going to share the screen and you're going to see the magic happening. Share screen. So I'm going to share the entire screen. I'm going to become very small at a corner. Guys, let me know you guys can see me, because sometimes technology has failed us before. Okay, so you guys can see me. This is the screen, and boom, there you go. You guys can see this trade. You guys can see the numbers there. This is a swing trade, okay? We took a swing trade. We took it not yesterday. Yep, the day before. We took it during the London session yesterday morning. You know, London session is 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you don't know what London session is, this is the time when the London market opens. So this is my student account. This one of our students in the Smart Wolf Club. Courtesy to him, we are sharing the small account with you guys. So you guys can see it is up now. You can see the figures right there. If some of you don't believe it, some of you may think it's a screenshot. I'm going to just refresh this. Okay, you can see it's refreshing now. So it is a live account. Okay, it's good to be honest, because I know a lot of you guys are doubting Thomas's. Okay, I think it's a screenshot, but I just refreshed it and we are back, and you can see the numbers going up and down. And you can see I can actually change the time frames. You can see this is the daily. This is the 4-hourly H4. You can see it's still the same, and it is still going up. You can see this is the H1. It is still going up. And this is the M30. You can see it's still going up. No, it's gone down a little bit now while we are talking. Yeah, so that's how the market is. The market goes up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, there's nothing we can do about that. Okay, it doesn't matter. You can see now it's actually, it pumped up a little bit. This was the opening bell, the M15. So this was the first bar, okay, the first opening bar. And if I go to trading view and we go down to the 15-minute, let's actually go down to the 5 minutes, because this is where we're going to be taking our trades. It's based on the 5-minute time frame. Okay, I'm going to remove all the drawings, remove the drawings. Okay, so I took off the drawings. And now you can see exactly what happened. So this was the first bar right here, this one here, the 9:30 bar. This is when the 9:30 happened, 9:30 magic happened. You can see that's 9:30 right there, okay? So as soon as the New York market opens, what did we get? We got a pump to the top, right? We got a big pump to the top. Okay, now it doesn't happen that way all the time. Okay, sometimes it may take a dive. Sometimes it actually skips, gaps up. You know, you guys know about the gap up, and you see that a lot with stocks. Okay, the stock market. Okay, this is a Nasdaq 100, which is an index. Okay, Nasdaq is the top 100 technology companies, all aggregated together. Technology companies, the top 10, 100. Okay, in the US there. Okay, so that's 100. It's an index. It tracks those top 100 companies. And so see that what's happening here. What's happening, guys? You see, we pumped up. Okay, that was a big pump up. Whew, and then boom, 5 minutes later, it came, boom, took out all the stop losses here, okay? So it sucks you in, okay? That's what happened at 9:30. It sucked in all the buyers. Guys went in, buying. And then what happens? The hammer comes down. Boom, you guys can see, I'm not doing you guys a service, but if I expand this, you can see a screenshot of this here. See, look at that. Look at that. If I take a screenshot, you guys are going to see exactly what happened. Let me take a screenshot of this. No, actually, you know what? There you go. See this? You see this? And let's actually look at that so you guys can see it. Okay, so I'm gonna open it. It's this one right there, and now you guys can see it. I don't know why it's opening TikTok. There we go. So you guys can see this thing here. Look, I've expanded it. See what happened? Up and close. So that's the 9:30. Okay, the first 5-minute bar, the second one. No, this is the 9:30 one here. This one right there. What does that mean? You see, there's a wick at the bottom. Boom! A lot of buying pressure. We are coming from a huge green bar just before we opened, just before market opened. There was massive buying. Okay, so what did people do? People got in here. Okay, a lot of our retail traders got in here. Okay, because it's following a technical that most people trade. Okay, you have a pullback. Okay, you have a rejection right there, change of trend, break of structure, and then boom, you want to ride this move to the top, right? Okay, so most of you jump in here with large lot sizes, with large numbers of lots, large amount of your asset. You jump in here, boom. Now you're happy because your account goes up so fast. Then shortly after, what does it do? It comes and licks you guys out. Some of you are taken out by this right here. It comes down, woo, and then boom, you're out because it comes, hits your stop losses. Now, where is your stop loss here? Where is your stop loss? So most of you survive this first attempt to get you out. Okay, so it fakes you. It's a decoy. It fakes you. Your stomach goes, oh, but then you survive that, and then you're so happy. Oh, it's moving up. So now you add even more. Okay, you jump in even more. You go in all in, and then what happens? The hammer comes down, crushing those of you who jumped in here with your stop losses here. Now, some of you are still in the trade. Even though the hammer came down, some of you are still in the trade because you had your stop losses down here. So now you're happy and riding the market. But this came, grabbed the liquidity that was here, and then somebody realized, no, we can't let this happen. We can't let this go further. So somebody is protecting their position right here. So what does that tell you? We are likely to see an upward trend for a little bit here. Maybe we could get the 1 to 2, the 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. So basically that's what's happening here at 9:30 a.m. Volatility is at the max. People are taking positions. People are getting out. Liquidity is being grabbed on the way up. The reverse would happen on the way down. Okay, liquidity would be grabbed to continuation. Okay, so very important. So our strategy is very simple. So the first 15 minutes, we stay out of the market. We don't trade. We simply sit and fold. We sit on our hands, okay, like professionals. We are not, but we pretend. We just trade like them, okay? If you want to win something, you want to copy the guy who is winning all the time, okay? If you want to be the best soccer player, who are you going to be looking at? You're going to be looking at the best soccer players out there, right? You're going to be looking at some of the best. You guys just came out from the World Cup, the soccer finals, the World Cup. You saw the best players, right? So you're going to be looking at some of those guys. You want to learn from the best or the best coaches, right? You're not going to be looking at the team that was knocked out day one, okay? You're going to be looking at the team that probably went to the finals. What is their trick? What was the character? What are the caliber of players? So you're going to learn. And if you're given an opportunity to be coached, you're going to pick one of the players from some of those top teams to coach you. Some of the top players, we know them, right? You're going to be training against them. You're going to be training against Messi. You're going to be training with Ronaldo. You're going to be training with Yamal, Mbappe's. Okay, you're going to be trading with those guys, the guys who did so well in their World Cup, those who had a good time. So and they did perform well consistently. So that's what you're going to do, right? That's exactly what happens. Okay, so you're going to learn. One of the best techniques is to be able to sit on your hands. Okay, hold your cards. Okay, don't show your cards yet. Don't show your hands yet. Okay. Some of you are gamblers. You go to play the casino and you're playing cards. What do? You're gonna be able to hold onto your card, right? Don't show your cards yet. Hold onto your card. So the market opens at 9:30. You're not gonna just jump in because something happened, like it happened here. I just showed you. This is very enticing. A few years ago, I would jump in. Oh my God, I don't want to miss this. FOMO, fear of missing out. I would jump in right here. As soon as it opens and it is going up, oh my goodness, this is a big bar. Jump in. We have a strategy that does that. We call it the FCC, free flow color change. We jump in, okay? We would jump in to the upside. And then what happens? Boom, it comes down. Hammer came down. Look at that wick, guys. Look at that bar. What? It comes down. The hammer, boom, takes out. If your stop loss was right here, because most people jump in, where are they going to put their stop loss? Right there at the bottom of that bar. As it's rising up, somebody's going to put their stop loss right here. And then what happens? Boom, stopped out. Takes all your money. You start crying. That's how the market is. Now, that liquidity allows this to continue without you. So it stops you and it continues in the direction. So your perspective was right. It was going to rise, but you're forgetting the market goes up and down, up and down. Liquidity grabs are happening. Fake outs are happening. So this is exactly what happened. Liquidity was grabbed, okay? However, those of you who followed a fundamental trading strategy where you have your stop loss below the previous swing low, okay? You took a long trade. However, you had your stop loss below the swing low, okay? So you had your stop loss below the pre-market, down here somewhere here, below this one. You still survived by the shear of the skin of your tooth. Very tiny margin stopped you from being stopped out, okay? That sheer margin here, that sheer thickness, that sheer small skin held you, okay, your position, and you're now riding this all the way to the top, maybe giving you a 1 to 2, a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. Now let's go back to the market and see what's going on, okay? Let's see what has changed. Okay, so now what happened? Okay, so it came up, pulled up all the way up here, and now it is pulling backwards. Okay, it is coming back. So normally, ordinarily, what we would do is if we are playing the ORB, the open range breakout strategy, what we would do is we're going to mark the bottom and the top of our 15-minute. Okay, so the first 15 minutes, we mark the top and the bottom. We're using our rectangle tool. So this was the 9:30 bar right there. So we're going to mark the top and the bottom of that session. Okay, so you guys can see the top and the bottom of that session is right there. If you can bear with me, there we go. That is the top and the bottom of the first 15-minute time frame, and we're going to expand it all the way. Now, the easiest way for me to do this, I always just go back to the 15. I put here 15 minutes, okay? So I'll put 15 minutes, and then I'll just go for the first bar, which is the 9:30 bar. You can see it. This is 9:45, so this is 9:30. We make sure we got all of it. All right, so it went all the way down there. And the top, yes, so there we go. And then we go down to the 5 minutes. So there we go. So we have 1, 2, 3 bars, and then you can see. So we had a an attempt to break out. Okay, there was an attempt. A wick is actually sitting outside, and the wick here is sitting outside. But now we have a pullback into that zone. So what are we looking for? We are looking for a breakout and a retest of the same. Okay, very important. Breakout, then retest. Now, just trading the breakout alone, sometimes you might be lucky, but it's going to give you a very low probability. Okay, you can write that down, guys. If you're taking some notes, let me know. Thumbs up. Low probability trade. We are not looking for those because we have a small account and we want to guard that account. Okay, so we are not going to take low probability trades. We're going to take only what we call high probability trades. So the higher probability trades are going to come from being patient. Okay, we're going to have to be patient. The master teacher says, blessed are those who are patient. And in the book of Hosea, if you guys read the Bible, those who read the Bible, in the book of Hosea, it says very clearly, man is suffering because of lack of what? Knowledge. It's not because of lack of money or whatever, it's lack of knowledge. So here you are right now. If you're here sitting right in front of this, watching this, you are fulfilling one promise, which is gaining the knowledge. So we sit patiently, okay? It's 9:59 now. It's almost 10 o'clock. We have not taken any trade so far because the market has not given us the signal to go ahead, to risk our money, okay? Every trade you take is a risk you're taking because the market, we don't control the market. Anything can happen. Your thesis, your strategy might be okay, might give you the signal. You jump in, then something happens in the market. Catastrophes, news breakouts. I know some of you tell you, okay, look at the news. Yes, we can, but we don't know what's going to happen in the future. We do not know. There could be a tweet that may change everything. A tweet from some organization or from some world leader that can change everything. Could be an announcement by a government that can change every single thing. You guys know what is going on in the world. Things change every minute, every second. The market is not different. Okay, we live in a global village. Okay, so everything that happens within the village, the community, does affect the market. The market is you and I. Okay, it has the emotions, just you and I. The market reacts emotionally because it's people taking trades. These bars that you're seeing here, they reflect our emotions. Okay, because you can see exactly what I said. It's going up, everybody jumps in. What does it do? It continues expanding. Then all of a sudden, somebody decides, okay, no, I'm going to take profit. A lot of people, they sell, boom, all at once. One starts selling, everybody else started selling. What happens? Boom. Then somebody decides, you know what, I need to protect my position down here. So you guys can see what happens at 9:30. This has gone down, okay? It was 120, 119, but you can see now it is pumping downwards. It's now about 111, 110. But if we go to the weekly, this is where we took our swing trade. The weekly is still strong, showing an upward trajectory, okay? You can see this is our entry point. Our stop loss is slightly above the entry point. Okay, so we are more than break even. We moved our stop loss. That's what smart traders do. Okay, because we said we want to be like professional traders. We want to follow them. We want to copy them. That's what they do. Okay, they enter a position once they are in profit, well into profitability. What do? Sometimes they actually take profit. We could take profit. Maybe we should take this profit and go and then wait for the market to come back. However, our target was up here, okay? It was a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio based on a weekly time frame because it's a swing trade. We don't want to be here glued to our computer, taking trades every second, every minute. We decide to take one trade, we go our way because that's what we're looking for. Our philosophy in the Smart Wolf Club is based on three things: freedom, financial freedom, location freedom, and time freedom. You cannot achieve these if you have to sit in front of your computer every minute, every second, watching the market, watching the trades. That's what we call scalping. And we do that occasionally, okay? We trade between 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we are done and we go. Some days you're going to make good money. Some days you might lose. It's okay. It's part of the business. All you have to do is make sure you win more than you lose. Okay? 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, or a 1 to 1 risk to reward ratio. But when you lose, you put your minimum loss. Okay? So you lose 1, you make 2. You lose 1, you make 1.5. You lose 1, you make 3. You lose 1, you make 4. And that way you grow your account. Okay? So risk management, if you have to write down some of the most important things, first, you have to be disciplined, you have to be patient. This we cannot teach you. These are virtues that you have to acquire. Okay? This is mindset stuff, the psychology, the strength of your mind. These are things you have to acquire by association, by practicing, by mentorship, okay? Learning from somebody else who has done it before, coaching, mentorship, or you can learn this by practicing. You go to the market yourself, the market will beat you up, you're going to lose your accounts, and in the process, you follow a simple strategy, learning every single day. You're learning the skill, you're practicing the skill. And then choose a strategy that works for you, because what works for me may not work for you. Very important. You have to individualize your strategy. I can show you a strategy here, but it may not work for you. Okay? I will show you what is working for me, and you can take that and copy and practice and modify it to suit your goals, your needs, because we all have different goals, ideas. Some of us are disciplined that when we lose, it doesn't really affect us that much because we make sure our loss is that small. Our wins are this big. We know our numbers, okay? We know our deltas. We know our theaters. We know the lot size. We know the risk that we are taking. We know our goals, okay? Because I do know some people come into trading, they don't even have a goal. Oh, I'm just going to put this $100 here and trade and see what happens. Okay, that's not the way to trade. You have to have a goal. Okay, I have $100. How much am I willing to risk? 1 to 2 risk to reward. 1% of my account. So 1% of $100 is $1. So every trade, I only want to risk $1. Just giving you an example. Now, some people have a higher risk appetite. Some people may want to risk more. They want to take more risk. They want to risk $5, $1, $2, okay, $3, $4, $10 sometimes. But it will be foolish to say, I'm going to go in all in, okay, because you're only giving yourself one chance. If you go all in, that means only one chance. One bad move, you're out. Your account is blown. It's negative, okay? But if you're taking a 1% risk, only risking 1%, that means you're giving yourself 100 chances of making money. So even if your strategy is like bad, you're just throwing stuff on the wall, with 100 chances, I think 1 or 2 may stick, okay? And if the risk to reward ratio is okay, you might be profitable. You don't need to win all the trades. This is what you may want to write down. You do not need to win all the trade, because that's the mistake that most of us make. Every single trade you want to take and win, it doesn't happen. Okay, you're gonna be a frustrated lot if you believe in stuff like that. Okay, it does not happen. Some days you're gonna be handed losses. Okay, you're gonna come to the market and the market is gonna go against you very quickly, like you have just seen. That's why I wanted to show you what happens at 9:30 exactly, or especially when you're on a swing trade. You can see the account. 1 minute you're celebrating, the account was 120, and now it has dipped to 111 because of opening. When it opened, there's a dip. You can see right there. It's coming back to reclaim some of this liquidity. And that's how I look at them. When the market dips, I don't feel bad. I don't say, oh, the market is so bad against me, doesn't like me, I'm so unlucky. How comes I can't be like the other guy who is always showing me on Instagram that they're always winning? Because right now, there's people who are making money, right? There's people who are making money. When the market goes up, some people are making money. When it comes down, some people are making money, okay? So it doesn't matter. Somebody right now might be celebrating. They've hit their take profit just because they took the trade to the downside. They sold right here. As soon as the market got here, okay, they're trading these boundaries. Okay, we do that too sometimes. When you're scalping, you let the bars ride all the way to the top. When it gets up there, you short the market. You already have your sell, whatever, what do you call them? Sell limit already set up here. Boom, you end, it enters you as soon as it gets to that boundary. Your take profit is somewhere in the middle here and another one down here. And your stop loss is right above there, above the previous swing high. So boom, somebody made money. This thing went all the way down here, hit their take profit somewhere midway here, or they took profit as it went down. They're scalpers. They're right there sitting in front of their computer. As soon as it goes down, gets into 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, boom, they're out. Okay? All right. So that happens. There are many strategies to trade these markets. Okay. Some people just trade this up and down, up and down. It comes down here, they enter for a long trade. It goes up, they make profit. It comes up here, they take a short trade, boom. So they keep doing that the whole day long. From 9:30 to 11, they're out of the market. We have our members who do that. All they do is come in, they go down to the 1 minute time frame or 2 minute or 3 minute or 5 minute and see, look at the opportunities. See what they did? As soon as it gets to the bottom of this, boom, long trade. They ride it all the way to the top, take profit. They get out, they get in again. They ride it all the way to the bottom, get out. Now they're riding it up all the way to the top. It gets here, they get out all the way to the bottom, all the way to the top, all the way to the bottom. And then some days it goes further down. They get stopped, okay? Or they get out because they are scalpers. They cut their losses immediately. As soon as it breaks below this, they are out, okay? They are out. The stop loss is right there. They're out. They use tight stop losses. And you can make money that way. But that's not what we are training today. We're talking about taking this one trade, we call it a swing trade, okay? And you go away for weeks, for months, could be, based on the weekly time frame. We took the trade based on a weekly time frame. And we saw this change of character here. We saw that the market was going up. We jumped in on that bar on a London session, Monday morning, okay? Boom. Took a positive trade, took a long trade. Stop loss was below the previous swing low here. But as soon as the market went up, we slowly trade our stop loss. And now we are above, slightly above break even, okay? Because we have to give this trade a breathing room. So in case it comes crashing down, we are not stopped. So right now we are in this trade for free, okay? This trade, we are in it for free. So if the market comes up, it doesn't matter. While we are gone, while we are enjoying our lives, while we are volunteering, while we are going to our 9 to 5 papa mama businesses, while we are doing other services, while we are traveling, while we are praying, while we are at the beach for the next few weeks, while we are traveling, while we are helping the poor for the next, while we are volunteering, while we are doing what we like, teaching, professional jobs. Some of our members are professionals, serious professionals, okay? We have nurses, we have doctors, we have medical people, we have tree surgeons, we have masons, we have contractors, we have stay-home moms, stay-home dads, we have naturalists, we have religious people, we have students, all kinds of people, but from all over the world, okay, in the Smart Wolf Club. So what they do, take this one swing trade and they go, okay? All they do once in a day or once every 2 days or once every, where there's an internet connection, they log on to their phone, go to the app, trading app, and they check their position. Everything is still kicking and moving as planned, okay? It doesn't matter. But what the market doesn't show you, what you don't see when you take a swing trade like this is what I'm showing you. This is what happens when the market at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. You have these big swings up and down during that period. So someday, if you come in at 9:30 and you see, boom, what do some of you do? Some of you will rush and close your positions. No, that's not it. This is just the way it is. That's how the market behaves. It's going to liquidate some position, take some liquidity, and keep moving. Keep on moving. That's exactly what happens. So what happens at 9:30 will surprise you guys. It will leave you speechless. You see what happens here. People's accounts are taken very early as soon as the market opens because they enter with the wrong position sizes. They don't calculate their positions properly. They enter at the wrong time. Okay, wrong timing. Okay, the timing is important. Okay, I know they say you cannot time the market, but hey, listen, if you entered here, let me show you exactly the timing. Very, very important. It becomes important, especially when you start going to those advanced levels of trading where you're trading large lot sizes, large amounts, you're controlling large accounts. This is unacceptable. Okay. Some of you are trading funded accounts. Okay. Funded accounts from prop firms. Some of their regulations are you cannot have a massive drawdown. This candle here can give you a massive drawdown where you actually fail your challenge based on how much you're risking at the time. So if you took a big risk, this is enough to get you out of the challenge. You're going to lose your money, your fees, whatever you paid for the challenge. Because this is a massive drawdown right here. Boom. If you got in here, look at that. Whew. It's a big bar with a long tail. So that's how most people are failing because the positioning here was not correct. So you sit out, sit on your arms, let the market do its thing. Don't be in a hurry. Be patient. Wait for those breakouts. Wait for the retest. I know some of you are patient enough. You can wait until there's a breakup. So good. Thank you. Congratulations. You are patient. However, you have not passed the patient test because we're going to wait for a pullback into the zone or a retest of the same. And then we must have a confirmation and then enter now. Take a position now. Now you can go in with 60-70% confidence that you've taken the right. It's not 100% yet. There's no strategy that's 100%. But at least you're giving yourself a 60-70% chance of winning that trade. Okay? So it's 10:15 now, and so far we have not seen the breakouts that we are looking for. So far we have not seen the breakout yet. So far, there's no breakout. Whether you're looking at the 5-minute time frame, whether you go further down to the 1-minute time frame, we have not broken out of the zone. Guys, we are still in the zone, still in the opening zone, that range. We're still in the range. So those of you who trade breakouts, no, you can't because we're talking about a breakout strategy. So we have not broken out yet. However, I just showed you what some of our scalpers do. They trade within the range. Okay. They are smiling all the way to the bank. Okay. So while you're not making money, somebody else is making big money. Okay. Because they're using a different strategy. So sometimes it's good to learn all these strategies, but focus. Focus is key. Because if you're all over the place, if you don't believe in anything, then you can fall for anything. Okay, so you must believe on something. And that's why we say pick a strategy, practice that, focus on that. It will pay you beyond your imagination. Okay, we have seen that. Some of us have been online for many years, and we have coaches that we follow, coaches that we've worked with, students that we work with, and we see what happens in the background. Okay, we have a bird's eye view. Okay, they call it the bird's eye view. Some of you will not see that, but we can see that in the background from our students, from our coaches, and we have the advantage of numbers, so we can see from a lot of people over the years the advantage of experience. We can see what happens because whatever is happening now has happened in the past. This is not new. The market basically behaves almost the same. If you go back here, you can see it's still the same, up and down, up and down. Red bars followed by green bars, going up the valley, down the valley, up the valley. Down. It doesn't matter. You can go as far as 10 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. The market is still the same, up and down, up and down, up and down. You can see, doesn't matter what you're trading, whether you're trading Bitcoin, Crypto, Forex, stocks, still the same, up and down, up and down. Because it's human. You're dealing with the humans. You're dealing with us people. We have emotions. So someday we get spooked. We all sell. Boom, it tanks. Someday we gain some confidence. We start buying. The price goes what? Up. Demand and supply. Because remember the basic economic class, demand and supply, how that works. If you don't understand that, go watch some of our previous lives on this channel. Okay. The playlist is Forex trading. Okay. And this applies to all assets. It's not only Forex. Okay. Because our members trade in the Smart Wolf Club. We have folks who are trading Forex. We have folks who are trading indices. We have folks who are trading stocks, crypto, options, gold, metals like gold, silver. People are trading commodities like oil, okay? Brent oil. People are trading oil. People are trading all kinds of stuff, okay? The strategies that we teach here can be applied to all the assets, okay? This strategy, for example, can be applied to any asset, okay? You wait for a breakout, a retest, you jump in. We don't see the retest, we don't take a trade, okay? Now, if we look at another asset, we could find that another asset has gotten into a retest retrade, okay? So looking at NASDAQ, because that's what we're focusing on, that's what my student is focusing on. So far, we have not seen a breakout. However, those of our members who are trading within the range, okay, we call them range traders, scalpers. Actually, that's the name. They're scalpers, okay? They come in simple. They wait for the first 15 minutes or even the first 5 minutes, okay, opening. Once that, they mark their zone, the upper and the lower part of the zone. They start trading the range. It comes down here. They enter for a long trade, okay, starts going up. It gets up here. They get out. Get in here, starts going down. They get out here. They get in. Now they're in. They're waiting. They're waiting. They've already taken some profit here, maybe 50%. They're waiting for the next 50%. If it comes down, they get out. Okay, they cut their losses right away. Like you can see, this is a big bar going to the downside. They get out. Okay, they get out. So that happens over and over, and they do that for the next 1 hour and a half between 9:30 and 11 o'clock. They are done. They go to the beach. They are done for the day. Some of them will trade whole day. Okay, entire market opening. They'll use the same strategy. They'll be looking for those scalping moments. Okay, scalp opportunities. They'll be scalping the market up and down, up and down, up and down all day long. But for our case, you can see we didn't do that. My student prefer the swing trade. Okay, so based on the weekly time frame, came in here, jumped in, and now we're just waiting for it to go up. If it goes up all the way up there, take profit. Just close the trade and set up another one for the following week or following month. Doesn't matter. It may take it might take a week to get to the top here. It may never get to the top. It may decide to come down. Okay, so we're going to move the stop loss and we're going to harvest whatever profit the market gives us. Okay, because sometimes you can't force the market to give you what it doesn't want to give you. The market giveth you what it wants, and sometimes the market taketh from you what it giveth. The market may give you 120, but it may take that 120 if you stay in the market long enough. Okay, so the best thing is take what you can take, profit, keep that in the bank. Whatever you can bank, take it to the bank. Okay, don't leave it in the market, because the market can take what it giveth. Market taketh what it giveth. And the market giveth what it wants. Okay? You don't control the market. Neither do I. Neither does he. Neither does my coach over there. Neither does my student over here. Over there. I can see a lot of them in the group over here. I have a screen over here seeing what is going on, the chat. It's a private group, the Smart Wolf Club. You can join. The link is in the description. And if you need one-on-one hand-holding training, you can sign up for our one-on-one. If you just want to learn how to trade Forex, crypto, you can choose the trainings. We have multiple of them. We have so many trainings. We have Forex trading training. We have crypto trading. We have stocks trading. go and sign up for those classes, okay? And you can go through the trainings. Doesn't matter. Learning, you can't stop learning. The master teacher says the day you stop learning, you stop living. You literally die. In quotes, you die. I don't mean physical death. You're going to die. No. But you start depreciating. Your asset up here starts to depreciate. Okay. So we have to keep learning so our assets up here can do what? Appreciate. Okay. If you believe in that, join us in the Smart Wolf Club. Okay. If you're coachable, you are respectful, you're honest person, high integrity, you want to go somewhere, you believe in our philosophies, there are three of them: financial freedom, location freedom, and time freedom. Now, why time freedom? Some people misunderstand the word time, because we do have a lot of students who come to us. They are professionals, or they have inherited big chunks of money, so they have financial freedom, they have plenty of money. Location wise, yes, they can move anywhere and live anywhere because they have the freedom, but they don't have the time, because whatever they do takes all their time. We have some students who are like doctors, okay, top doctors. They have to be there to make the money. They have to be in their clinics every morning. They have to answer the patient phone calls. So they cannot be wherever they want to be anytime, because they don't have the time. They make a lot of money, but they don't have the time. So they don't have the location freedom. They are located at particular towns, particular city, particular hospital. They don't have the location freedom. Okay. So they do have the financial freedom, but they lack location freedom. They lack the time freedom. What our philosophy, what we are all striving to do in the Smart Wolf Club is to get all the three, our members. It's not easy, guys. It's a journey, okay? To a point where you have financial freedom, location freedom, and time freedom. It is not easy, okay? It is required. It's a systematic process. It's a long journey. It's a 1,000-mile journey, okay? However, what do they say? 1,000-mile journey starts with a single step, okay? So we have started the journey, okay? We're taking the steps by learning stuff like this. Because with this, I can be in the village. I can be in Timbuktu. I can be in Cape Town with Malemala, one of our coaches. I could be in Bombay with Mr. Singh, one of our coaches. I could be in Rio with Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, with Rodriguez, one of our coaches. I could be in Berlin, Germany with Karinsas, Miss Karinsas there. Wake up in the morning. All we have to do is hook up to the internet, Wi-Fi, whatever it is, fire our computers. Sometimes you don't need, we use our cell phones now. People have cell phones everywhere. Over 6 billion people in the world, cell phones. There's a cell phone. Every village now has a cell phone, okay? Some of us come from the village, so I'll keep talking about the village. You go to the village and people have cell phones now. There is no like, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? No, 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 no. They can go onto the internet very easily. All they need to pay for is data. Now, some places data is available readily. Some places you have to arrange for the data, but you have access to these resources. Okay, you download your trading app. Okay, on your phone. You download a chatting software like TradingView. This is TradingView. I have the link in the description. Make sure you go and open your account. It's free to open the account. Just your name, your email address. All right. If you need more features, professional features, we're going to talk about that later. You can now subscribe. It's just a cup of coffee. It doesn't even cost you much. Okay. It's a cup of coffee. You have a subscription that allows you to analyze the charts, the markets, and you can analyze different products. So we're talking about NASDAQ. We could be talking about gold. Gold is, if you type here gold, you're going to see it. It's this one here, XAU USD. You can see what is happening in the beautiful world of gold. You can see what happened in the last, at 9:30. If you see 9:30 bar, the 9:30 bar is that one. You can see that. And then you can see this big bar was at 10 o'clock. So gold tends to do something at 10 o'clock. Okay. Actually, one of our best gold traders in the community starts trading at 10 o'clock. You can see that bar there. Okay, so that was the opening bar here for him as far as is concerned, the 10 o'clock bar. And then he's going to wait for a breakout, pull back into the zone, and boom. So he'll come, mark the first 5 minutes of that. That's his simple strategy. I'm giving you a secret here. So those of you who are here are learning a simple strategy for trading gold. What one of our biggest gold traders does. Simple, like that. And then he goes down to the 1 minute and he's going to scalp gold like crazy. Okay. So there you go. So he waits for the breakout. The breakout happens. You have a retest. He enters right there and boom, stop loss at the bottom, take profit, a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio, and he lets that run like crazy, crazy, crazy. Stop loss right there. Okay, so this would be a very nice trade that he just took this morning. I can see that already. What he did was this, boom, stop loss right there. I'm not trading gold today, so I'm not showing you. I didn't take the trade, but look, 1-to-2, very simple. Right now it's at a 1-to-3 already. Already 1-to-3. So made his money, he's gone to the beach. Boom, very tight stop loss, risking minimum, bare minimum. It came down here, almost taking him out, but he did not. So still in the trade, still in the trade, guys. He only targets a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio, double his money, more than double his money, okay? Risk $1 to make $2. He's already made his money. He's gone for the day. Gone for the day. How much time did it take? Just a few minutes. I'll count the minutes for you. You won't believe it how short this trade was. You will not believe it how the opportunities come for those of you who open their eyes, for those of you who open their minds. See, that's the trade that our professional gold trader took today. I'm saying professional in quotes because he's been trading gold for so long that he literally can trade gold with eyes open and closed. That's how serious this guy has been trading gold. So look, at 10 o'clock, he plots the 5-minute time frame, waits for a breakout, retest, and boom. And it happens all the time. I have seen this play countless times, okay? So whatever I'm sharing with you guys here is not some pie in the sky. This happens every single time, almost every single day. Almost every single time there's a pattern like that. 5 minutes at 10 o'clock, mark the top, mark the bottom, mark the range, wait for a breakout. It could be to the downside, but today it was to the upside because the market is bullish, okay? Bullish meaning more green. You can see a lot of green bars. If you just look at this area here, what do you see? The green bars outnumber the red bars. So the bias here is a long trade. So my man comes in right there at 10:05 and takes a trade. Okay, takes a trade. Waits for the pullback. No, waits for the breakout. There is a nice pullback with a strong bar indicating, very confirming the move, really. Because if you overcome this strong bar, it really tells you the intention of the buyers. Okay, then what does it do? It prints green bars. And what happens? Boom, he enters the trade. Risk right there. The stop loss is just previous the loss, the very previous confirmatory candle here. This candle bar here below that bar right here. You can see the wick below the wick. So stop loss is this tight. The risk is this small, guys. So the guy enters there with a big lot size and lets it ride all the way. Boom, takes out his take profit, and he is gone for the day. Wow. Put $100, make 200. Put $1,000, make 2,000. Make 2,000. Put in $2,000, make 4,000. Some of our members are trading thousands of dollars. So here, the paycheck here was huge. May not need to trade tomorrow. May not need to trade for the week. Done for the day. Gone to the beach. That's what we're talking about. Location freedom and time and financial freedom comes with practice, comes with patience, comes with learning, comes with looking at the markets. You got to be in the market to get these opportunities. And you have to practice, okay? Because you're going to need this experience, okay? Some of you will miss this opportunity right here. A lot of them will miss this because they don't know. You don't know what you don't know. They say that. You don't know what you don't know, okay? So you don't know. I can't blame you. You don't know. You've never seen this. You're waiting for this big thing, this utopia type, utopian that you have seen some guru showing you some complicated strategy. That's what you're waiting for. It doesn't happen. The simple strategies work, and they work big time. Okay. So done for the day. And go on. That was gold. Let's look at stocks because some of you are into stock trading, like some of our members. So let's say you're trading Nvidia. Okay. So let's say Nvidia. You can see that it's right there. Nvidia. Look at what happened to Nvidia today. Look at stocks trading. Let's go back to the 5 minutes. There we go. Now, didn't I guys tell you with stocks, it's so common to see the gap. Look at the gap up here. Boom! At 9:30, it went boom, jumped up already, telling you we are in for some long trade. Jumped up already. Look at the gap. Boom! Jumped all the way up. So again, you do the same strategy. That's the first 3 candles, 15 minutes. We wait for a breakout, retest, and we enter it. Okay, so the first 15 minutes, you can see this is the range. That's where it started. There we go. There we go. If we got it, we got it, we got it. There you go. That's the first 15 minutes. Okay, now if you're trading the first 5 minutes, because like some of our members are doing, just wait the first 5 minutes. There we go. We open the range there. That's the first 5 minutes. That's the first 5 minutes. You go down to 1 minute and you scalp this. So we wait, okay? We have a breakout. It goes all the way to the top. We get a retest, and then we got another move to the top. So you come here. We got our retest. So we're going to take our long position, enter. Stop loss is just barely below that. Re-entry candle, and we're risking a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. And you can see take profit was hit within a very, very short time. Take profit was hit. If I can get this to take profit was hit within a very, very short time. There we go. Right there. Take profit was hit right here at 10:08. 10:08. Boom. Take profit. Hit. Entered at 9:47, 10:08, out. How many minutes are those? 13 plus 8, 21. 20 minutes. Literally, 20 minutes later, you go to the beach. Made all the money that you need for that day, or that week, or that month, depending on your risk appetite. How much you risked, how big is your account, what are your goals. Some people only want to make $100 every day, every time they trade. Some people 200, some people 3,000. One of our coaches lives in Tokyo, Japan. Okay, his monthly expense is 30,000. So his goal is to make 30,000 a month from his trading activities. Okay, so that means every time he trades, he's looking for about $3,000, $2,000 to $3,000. So there you go. That's how he got it. That's how he gets it. That's how he does it. Very simple. And some days he doesn't have to trade, okay? Because he hits his 3,000, he hits 6,000, 10,000 on a trade. He's done for the next 2 days. He takes a break from the market. Because I've told you, the market taketh what it giveth you if you stay long enough in the market. If you trade every day, you're increasing your chances of the market taking what it gave you. And that's how most people blow their accounts. It's called over trading. You don't have to trade unnecessarily, okay? You don't have to trade every single day, guys, or every single minute. Like if you're a scalper, you don't have to be in a trade every single minute. No. If you scalp every single minute, the market is gonna take what it giveth to you. Write this down, guys. The market taketh. The market taketh what it giveth to you, if can complete that sentence. If you stay long enough in the market, if you stay long enough in the market is gonna take what it gives to you. The market gives you A, you're gonna stay in the market long enough, X, Y, Z times, it's gonna take A out of you and leave you with a zero, or leave you with a low negative, or take your account entirely. The market is gonna take your account. So we have to be smart as traders. Okay, this is what I call. They talk about psychology all the time. I don't like to use that word, psychology, because then it scares off all the new traders. Oh, psychology! I didn't like psychology. I don't like psychology. No, it's a simple term. It's your mindset. Okay, you gotta keep your greed in check. You have to keep your disappointments in check, because if you can't handle disappointments, you cannot be a good trader, because someday the market is going to slap you right on the face. How are you going to feel about that? If you take a loss, how do you feel? How does the loss make you? And I understand the problem. I understand why some of you get so much disappointed. It's because you used the wrong positions. You used the wrong lot sizes. If you use the correct lot size, like my student here, it doesn't matter what the market does. If the market swings back, we know it's not blowing the account. But if you take a trade and you can feel butterflies in your stomach, just know you're taking the wrong size. You're using the wrong approach. You're using the wrong lot size. You're risking too much. That's why you can't sleep. You're having butterflies because you are afraid. You're greedy. You use the wrong lot size. You have an account like this, instead of using a 1.19 lot size, you're using 100 lot size. Why not? Yeah, you're going to have butterflies, because every swing up and down, you can see your account going into an overdraft, overdrawn, margin calls. Okay? So literally, you're giving up your wins because you are using the wrong. And that is what we're going to be spending a lot of time talking in the coaching. It's just to get you to understand that Rome was not built in one day. You have to have your goals. You have to keep your greed in check. And the market does not respect you. Okay? The market doesn't respect you. It doesn't know you. It's not against you. It's not against anybody. Because some people come and say, oh, they're lamenting. Oh, every time I take a trade, I lose. I think the market is against me. I think the buyers don't like me. Every time I sell, the buyers get stronger. I'm taken out. My stop loss is hit. No, they don't even know you. Okay, you're such a small, tiny ant dot in the market, the entire market. The Forex market alone, how much is traded per day? Over $6 trillion, guys. So what is your 100,000? What is your 1 million? Nothing. It's a drop in the ocean. The market is so vast. Now, when we talk about institutional traders, I mean, we're talking about people moving billions of dollars, okay? They can literally sway the market to one direction when they take a position. And that's why we get all these liquidity grabs, okay, to prepare. They cannot just enter the market like that, because they're going to cause a massive drop or up movement or down movement, because they are entering in large quantities. So what do? They break down their positions, maybe 10%, maybe 20%. They're not just going to move 10 billion all at once. It's going to shake the market. They're just not going to move the 100 million all at once on one asset. They may take position. That's what we call they're taking their position. So you have to know when they're taking their position. So you can just be right there with them and ride the wave. Okay? You can see here, it comes down, boom, 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 boom. And then what happens? Big bar. And then what happens? Small red bar. And then boom. And then woof, all the way to the top. So what happened here? Somebody somewhere here took a massive position, okay? Pushing the market all the way up, okay? The buyers came in. And it's not your money or my money. It's not the chump change that we're talking, the chump change that we're talking about. This is big money going in here. To see such a bar is big money that went in. To see such a bar moving up like that is big money. People taking positions here. So what are they going to do? They're going to protect these positions. They will protect their positions. That's why you see some of them try to sell, what happens? Woof, we get a big wick because somebody's trying to protect this position right there. The market is going to try to come down and sweep the liquidity here. But what are they doing? They're protecting it. And that's why you jump in. And that's why we got this trade. And that's where we're here, where we are right now. You can see. Okay, even though it has dipped from 120 to 94 or something, it's still going to come back. Okay, it's still going to go up a little bit before it dies of steam. Okay, it's still going to push up because you can see lower high, lower high. What do we expect? Lower high to go lower high. It's not guaranteed, but that's the thesis. That's our feeling. They tried to push it down. You can see the big sellers here, but it has rejected that move. So that's why we are confidently, conviction is it's going to go up. Okay, so we're going to keep an eye on that. At some point, my student is going to make a decision. We cut it off and get out and wait for another setup, or we just ride it all the way to the top. That may take a couple weeks, couple days, couple weeks, because it's a swing trade. And however, we're in this trade for free right now, guys. When I say free means we are not risking anything. If it comes all the way down, boom, our stop loss is right there. It's above the break-even line. The break-even line is right here. This is where we took the trade. This one, we bought right here. Our stop loss is above our buy line. Okay? What does that mean to you? That meant we are patient people. You got to be patient. We got into the trade and we waited and waited and waited. As soon as we realized, oh, we are in the money, we have moved far enough from our entry point, it's time to move our stop loss. We trail our stop loss. That is a professional move. Okay, it's not a rookie move, guys. Most rookies leave everything to chance. You enter a trade and you go away and fold your hands and just be excited about the money that you may make. You might not make the money because the market can come swinging down and take your stop loss. And from being profitable to being negative. Okay? But smart money does something. Professionals do something. They guard their profits. They guard their positions. And actually, some of them will tell you they take profits along the way. It's good to take profits along the way, okay? But this is such a small account that we are not worried about that, okay? It's a training account. My student is learning, so we are not worried about that. But if you're really trading your account, my real account, then I will take profit along the way, okay? 20%, 25%, 50%, and let the runners run while I take profit along the way. Okay? Building upon it. And when I get to my take profit and I realize there's still chance to make more, you continue. Okay. You let your 10% continue running. So you can maximize on your profit. So guys, that lesson alone will cost you a lot of money. If you're to get that from some of the gurus out there, that lesson alone, whatever you've learned today would cost you hundreds of thousands. Okay? It will be a $10,000 mastermind, guys. It will be a $50,000 mastermind. Whatever I have shared with you right now, if I package this to a weekend webinar, one-on-one, it will cost you about $50,000. You agree? Let me see by the show of hands. What you have learned today can change your trajectory. And what happens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time will surprise you guys. I just showed you what happens. The market is in this. It may take a different shape, but the whole idea is that things are going to happen. Okay, you're going to get in, you're going to be taken out. So if you're in a swing trade, you're going to see a drawdown, or you're going to see a big jump on your profitability because of what happens at 9:30. Okay, there's so much volatility, positions, people securing their positions, institutions. Some people are selling off their positions from the day before. You get something like that, boom. You don't want to be involved in that. Okay, so for some of us who have small accounts, we sit on our hands. That time we fold our cards. We hold our cards close to our chest. You're not revealing your card yet. Okay? You stay away. It's going to require discipline to miss this because of the FOMO, fear of missing out. You got to discipline yourself. Okay? Let that go. This is not yours. Let these guys go in, lose their money, let the stop losses taken. You can see here, liquidity. Some people have been liquidated here. This big bar was enough to liquidate a lot of positions. All right, so let's go back and see what happened. So NVIDIA, boom, money made right there. Boom, 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 boom. All right, money has been made. Money was made. Look at that. Look at that gap up in the morning, 9:30, boom, jumps. So if you had taken a trade, you are in this position here, it could mean a big loss right there. If you had a trade, short trade here, you'd be in a big problem right there. You'd be liquidated. Okay, your position would definitely be liquidated. That's a big gap. All right, so we are looking at what is happening here. We are going up now. You can see if we go back to, that's why I'm saying what happens at 9:30 will surprise you when you're in a swing trade. If you go look at your trade at 9:30 a.m., you're in a swing trade and you happen to show up at 9:30, you may not like what you see because look at the swing. The swing was so crazy, right? But now you see we are stabilizing. We are now going back to the 100s. I can see 99 here. Okay, the market is going to be doing its thing. We can see 100 right there. So we can even close this trade. We are not. It's a swing trade. So we're going to let it run. Okay, let the runners run. We're not taking any profitability. It's such a small account. Okay, we're going to let that continue. It says 199, 9,957 there. We're going to let that run. We're going to let that run. Okay. So let's go back and go back to our NAS 100. Here it is. It's this one right there. US technology companies. And you guys can see what NASDAQ is doing. If we go back to the 5 minutes, you can see where we are with the NASDAQ today. You can see what happened. The 9:30 bar was this one right there. We mark those bars. 9:30 bar was this one. This was the 9:30 bar, 9:30 bar. Oh, let's do the 15-minute first. That allows me to, the 15-minute was, oh no, this is 9:30, 9:45. So this was our 9:30 bar. Was a bearish bar, okay, was bearish. So the day sentiment of the day is bearish. It was a bearish bar. We opened by a green bar. Okay, you can see we broke to the downside. That's why you see there's that drawdown. Okay, we broke by the downside. So if I am trading the breakout and I go back to the 5 minute, I'm still waiting for the retest. I have the breakout. I'm waiting for the retest into this zone. Okay, so we get a good retest into the zone, and then we can decide, do we want to jump in or not? But we need the pullback into the zone. Okay, so we haven't experienced that yet. I see there's a breakout to the downside, and now we're struggling to go up. Okay, you can see this is still pushing to the downside. The breakout just happened to the downside. You see it happened here at 10:30. From 9:30 to 10:30, we got a breakout, a clear breakout to the downside. So it's coming to sweep these liquidities here. You can see that liquidity here has been swept. That's what they're coming to do. They're coming to sweep this liquidity. They sweep liquidities. Liquidity is swept, hopefully, to bring us back into the range. Now, if we break the structure, it's called breaking structure. If the bars continue to the downside, that means we have broken this structure. So we're going to wait for a pullback into where the structure was broken. And then if there's a retest of that zone, okay, so if you draw a line there, if you draw this line here, guys, I'm teaching you how to trade. 101, trading 101, okay? Support resistance, basically. If we break this structure, okay, if it comes and breaks that structure, right now it's a liquidity sweep going on here, accumulation, boom. Did you guys see that? We broke the structure, okay, to the downside. Okay, so you stay cool, you stay calm, doesn't matter. We see that, and now if you go look at this trade, you can see the numbers have gone down really big time. Really big time. The number has gone down to 87 just because of what happened. Okay, we broke the structure, but that does not tell us to get in. Okay, some of you will jump in here, and you're gonna be held responsible for your actions. Okay, don't jump in yet. Don't. There's no confirmation yet. There's no confirmation that we're gonna run to the downside. This is a big bar. It might be followed by another big bar. It's very likely. After a big bar like this, we may get another big bar. But if we get a green bar, it tells you the buyers are not ready to give up this structure. That's what it tells you. The buyers are still there. But if it's followed by another huge bar going downside, then we're thinking the buyers have given up grounds. They've given up the contest. Okay, so we're going to wait and see. So the idea here is to be patient. Wait and see. The breakout, the structure has been broken. Are we going to get another big bar to the downside? Are we going to get a pullback into this structure? If we get a pullback, okay, if we get another big bar and we get a pullback into this zone and then continuation to the downside, we could take a short trade because that means the structure has been broken. The buyers have given up ground. Now the sellers are in control. So what are we going to do? Like professionals, we're going to copy professionals. What would professionals do? The professionals are going to take advantage of that. They're going to take a short trade. They're going to short the market because already you can see the sellers are there. So they're going to short the market to take advantage of that. So NASDAQ is losing ground. That's what it would mean. However, you can see there's some resistance here because this was not followed by a big bar that I expected. I would have expected this to continue, another big bar to continue. Then we know, oh my goodness, the buyers have given up ground. Yeah, this just could be what the market does. Comes back, takes all that liquidity, sweeps it up, and then prepare for an upward move. Okay, so that could still be part of the breakout. No retest yet. It could still be part of the breakout. We're going to wait for a retest of this zone. And if there's a confirmation that it goes down, then that means the buyers are, the sellers are in control. Okay. But you can see we're trying to print a what? A green bar. Telling you the buyers are still here. There's somebody protecting this position. There are buyers here. There are buyers right there, looming around here, lurking around here. Let's see what happens. Are the buyers going to give up ground or they're going to strengthen their position? We have 3 minutes to go. We're going to stop the training at 11 o'clock today. I'm going to keep time, but we will continue this on Friday at 9:30 a.m. Guys, we have live trading sessions every week, okay? Literally every day, there's trading going on in the Smart Wolf Club. Okay, this is the channel, but in the club itself, the Smart Wolf Club, which you can join, guys, it's free. The link is in the description. Okay. Once you join the Smart Wolf Club, you're presented an opportunity to work one-on-one with our coaches. Okay. Now, if you don't need that and you just want to learn how to trade Forex, you can pick up the training. The trainings are there. Or if you want to learn how to trade crypto, for example, there you go. If you want to learn how to trade stocks, there you go. There's a training for you. Jump in. If you want to learn digital marketing or AI stuff, okay? You want to learn AI stuff? Get in. There is an AI training for you that's going to revolutionize your thinking about AI. It's going to give you some superpowers, okay? I call them superpowers. And I can show you one thing before we end. Give me the next few minutes and I'm going to show you exactly what AI can do for you. Just a glimpse of what AI can do for you guys. This is a bonus for you all who have stayed here the whole day. You're going to get a bonus, okay? So you can see, guys, the buyers have resisted that structure breakout and they're pushing it to the top. Let's see how strong they are. How convicted are they? Commitment. Let's see their commitment on the part of our buyers. Are they committed to push this back to the top? Because then that means our account recovers. Yeah, you can see it's recovering now, right? When we looked earlier, it was at 88,800 and something. Now it's at 9,200, 9,003. When we opened, it was at 1,000. I mean, 12. It was at 12,000 and some change. 12,000. We've given up a lot of ground. And that's what I was telling you. What happens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, opening, New York opening, when you're in a swing trade, can make some of you go crazy, right? Are you crazy yet? 1 minute you're at 120, 12,000. Next minute you're at 95, okay, 9,000. So you've given up about 3,000. That will give you some people a heartache, okay? But with the experience, we know it's going to come back. This is what we call the swings of the opening session. The swings, the massive swings, up and downs, okay? I think that's where the word swing trade came from. You guys know where the swing trade came from? Swingers, swinging. So the buyers have rejected that move to the down. You guys can see it's pulling back. It could just be what they call dead cat bounces. However, let's see what happens. If it's going to be strong enough to actually come and retest this zone and even break through that zone. If it doesn't break this zone and it starts going down, then you know the sellers are pretty strong. But we took our swing trade based on the weekly chart. So if we look at the weekly, it doesn't feel that those bumps. Those are just minor bumps along the way. Okay? They are minor bumps along the way. You can see we still have a strong green bar and we are targeting just the previous highs here. Okay? We are targeting this liquidity that's in here. Okay? Okay? That's what we are targeting. Going to the top, looking at the weekly, what have you been presenting? Higher lows, higher lows. This is a higher low. This is a higher low. This is a low, higher low, higher low. What is our expectation? Another higher low somewhere here. That's why we took this swing trade to the upside. Simply trading, basics of trading. Okay? Guys, ladies and gentlemen, it is 11:01. So as I said, I'm going to show you a bonus. Let's go to VoxFit. Do you guys have your VoxFit? I talk about this all the time. VoxFit.app. The link is in the description. This is the power of AI, guys. Power of AI. Using one prompt, we are able to create this app. And this app is available. We created this for our members of the Smart Wolf Club because some of our members are getting up there in their ages. We are not spring chicken, okay? Some of us have been trading since 1998, okay? Some of our members have been trading for 20, 30 years. You know, you remember those days when you had to make a phone call to take a trade? We've come from far, guys. Where you literally had to wire money to some broker or some guy Okay, and then they have to raise their hand and ring the bells and do stuff, all those things for just for you to take a trade. But now you can just go to your phone and push a button. You're in the trade, out of the trade. You can push a button and you're out of the trade. Profit in the bank, literally in split seconds. Power of AI is here, guys. We have created this app and we are creating many more assets for you guys. You can check those out. Just go to the um, profitwellnesshub.com and you're going to see all the things we're talking about. We have an automated trading platform. Okay, literally, while I'm here talking to you guys, this platform is entering and exiting trades like nobody's business. Okay, takes a position, takes profit, closes, takes a position, takes a loss, closes the trade, and keeps on moving. Okay, automatically analyzes what is going on in the market, takes a position, closes in profit, analyzes what is going in the market, makes a mistake, takes a loss, and keeps on going. At the end of the day, profitability is the thing because you control what this automated platform does. You control it. Okay, you control everything. How much you're risking, how much profit should be taken. You decide all those parameters. You input them on the AI, and the AI executes the trades like nobody's business. So either you're sleeping, you're at the beach, you're at work, you're 9 to 5, because a lot of our members are still in the rat race. They're still doing the 9 to 5s. Okay. So it doesn't matter. Guys, I was just showing you what some of you can learn to do on your own if you are working with our coaches, the one-on-one. And if you're into AI, these are some of the things you're going to learn to do. Okay. Using the power of AI, you can create an app like this. But I want you guys to go and have access to this app because this app can change your lives. Okay. Your voice, your vitals, your life. This is clinically grade health platform powered by your voice. Tracks your vitals, it manages your medications and connects you with your provider. Hands free, guys. It's a hands free app. Okay, so you can download this in the App Store. Go to voxfit.app and you can sign up. Okay, so join the pack. I already have an account. So you can see once I join the app, this is what I see. This is a world class dashboard. Okay, very, very nice. Okay, you see this microphone here? My glucose is 118. Boom. 118, guys. You can see it's already recorded and it says normal glucose in target range because I set my targets. Okay. Now, we are not saying this will replace your professional advice. No, 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 no. We are not professionals. This is a big disclaimer, guys. This is a tool that is going to help you stay healthy. Okay. With working with your professional coach or doctor or nutritionist or fitness coach or your caregiver, whoever is working with you to help get healthy, this is a tool you should have. Okay, so you can record your levels every single day, your blood glucose. Some of you are testing your blood glucose. Some of you have a condition called diabetes. You know what diabetes is? High blood sugar, hyperglycemia. You suffer from high blood sugar, okay? And now you have this tester. Prick your finger and put a drop of blood and it gives you a reading. So how do you track those readings? Because sometimes you have to track them morning, evening, before meal, 6 times a day. Some of you are using insulin. So before you take a jab, you have to take the test. After you take the jab 2 hours later, you have to test your blood. So how do you keep track of that? It's been a problem for most people because you have to bring this big logbook where you indicate the time, the date, and people don't have time for that. So we have created this app. All you have to do is speak, okay? So you click the microphone, okay? Right there. My blood glucose is 115. Stop and boom, 115. It logs and it tells you you are in range, target range, okay? So you are in range. So my blood glucose is 115. How about my blood pressure? Okay. My blood pressure is 120/78. blood pressure is 120 over 78. Slightly above optimal, the 120, because my optimal is always below 120. Okay, so again, you set that yourself. Okay, so my heart rate, I can log here my heart rate. My heart rate is 68. Boom, heart rate is 68. Looking good. Okay, okay, my body temperature, my oxygen, sleep, how many hours I slept last night. Guys, I stayed up to 3 a.m. because we were trading the London time, so I didn't sleep much, and I was up here by 9. So that means 3 to 9, that's 6 hours, okay? So my normal sleeping target is 8 hours, but I hardly get 8 hours, so 6 hours. So I can say here I slept 6 hours. So I can say I slept 6 hours last night. Boom. 6 hours, looking good. 6 hours of sleep. It says looking good. Okay. Water. Some of you have to drink water. You have to drink water. You are exercising, you're walking, steps. You want to know how much water you drink. You have a target. Now, what do they say is a normal amount of water that you should drink? Write this down. Half your body weight in pounds. So, for example, if you're 200 pounds, divide that by 2, it's 100, right? 100 ounces. So your target should be at least 100 ounces, okay? That's not professional, okay, guys? You can discuss that with your professional healthcare provider, your doctor, your nurse, or your caregiver, or whoever, coach, fitness coach. But I'm just giving you an average out there, what is recommended, okay? So if you are 100 pounds in weight, your minimum consumption of water should be a half of that, which is 50. So 100 pounds divided by 2 is 50. You're going to get 50 ounces. That should be your target. So my target here is 64 ounces, okay? Just kidding, okay? But I'm saying if your target is 64 ounces, you go ahead and log that every day. So I can come here and say, I drank 8 ounces of water today. So it's going to log in 8 ounces. You can see right there, 8 ounces of water log in. Looking good, okay? But that's not my target. It's going to show you over here because my target is 64. Okay, now let me show you the game changer, okay? This is a game changer already for millions of people because some people have these testers. They're testing their blood glucose every single day, every single hour, or every 6 times a day. They have to carry these big logs. They don't know where to log it. So you can log it here. And guys, game changer. You go to the reports and you can print that report at the end of the week or at the end of the day, end of the month. You can print the report and share that with your caregiver. You can email it directly to your doctor or to whoever, your caregiver or whoever, okay? Based on who you put here under the settings. Under the settings, you can share your progress. You can share your progress right here. Send a progress card to your friends. Your friend could be your caregiver, could be your family member, whoever you want to share this information with. You can do that, okay? All right, guys. The other thing is the medications. Wow, this is a game changer. Most people are on some type of medications, okay? Especially if you're getting up there in terms of ages, okay? Some of our members, I told you, I've been trading for over 40, 30, 50 years. So they are in their 50s, 40s, 60s, 70s. We even have a few that are in their 80s, okay? So they're taking some sort of medication that they take every day for blood sugar, for high blood pressure, for arthritis, for diabetes, for sleep, for vitamins. They're taking a vitamin every day. So you can come here and add your medication. So for example, I've already added some examples here for you guys. So let's say for arthritis, they're taking something called meloxicam, okay? You don't have to know what that is, okay? Your doctor is going to prescribe this for you. You go to the pharmacy is going to fill it for you. The name is going to be on the label, okay? So you're going to come here and enter that medication. You're going to enter it right here, meloxicam, 10 milligrams, once a day for arthritis, okay? So it's taken once a day and it's at 8 a.m., okay, with breakfast. So you put it there, 8 a.m., okay? The second one, metformin, okay? This is blood sugar, very common, okay? It's used for diabetes, Very, very commonly prescribed medication. So they come here, they write metformin, 1,000 milligrams, frequency is twice a day with food for blood sugar. So they take it at 8 a.m. and 8 and at 6 p.m. in the evening. Oh, I mean, they take it at 8 p.m. So 12 hours, 8 a.m., 12 p.m. I mean, 8 p.m. So they have that recorded. Then there's a cholesterol medication, the statins, very, very common, atorvastatin, rosuvastatin. There's so many of them, okay? You don't need to know all this. Your doctor knows that. Your pharmacist knows that. Your nurse knows that. Your care health provider knows that, okay? So they put it, you come here, you put it in, okay? You can do this with your helper, somebody, or your caregiver, or even your nurse, or whoever, your healthcare provider can help you log this. Type it in here, or you can type it in yourself. Just type it in here. Atorvastatin, 40 milligrams, taken at bedtime. Papa's cholesterol, high cholesterolemia, high cholesterol. Okay, so you have high cholesterol, or some people are suffering from other conditions. They're using that statin. Okay, put over there. All right, once a day. Time 8 p.m. Okay, or bedtime 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. Whatever you put there, 8 p.m. Okay, lisinopril. This is common blood pressure. Okay, they're taking it once a day for blood pressure. They come here, they write the name, the dosage, 10 milligrams once a day. They're on a low dose of 10 milligram once daily, blood pressure. So they have 4 medications. Some people have 10 medications, 20 medications. Whatever you have, you add it in. Some people only have one, or some people are just taking a vitamin, okay? One a day for men, one a day for women, one a day for whatever, they're taking a vitamins, calcium, vitamin for bones, everything. They're adding it here. Magnesium, okay, for sleeping. They've added their vitamins there. Or you're taking a sleep aid on allergy pill, nasal spray, everything. Add it there. Frequency and time. Now, the magic is you can set this in such a way that it can remind you if you miss your dose. Wow. Sit back and think for a moment. How many times do you forget to take your pill in the morning? Oh my goodness, at 10 o'clock. I didn't take my pill this morning. Oh my God. Oh, I forgot. I totally forgot to bring my pill. I forgot. This platform is going to remind you. Okay. It can set off your alarm. You can set it up in such a way that it sets off your alarm. When it's time to take your pill, what is that? Oh, it's time to take my meloxicam. It reminds you. Now, you can also set it up in such a way that if you miss your dose after 30 minutes, it should remind you. Some people, you want it to remind you after 1 hour. It doesn't matter. You're in full control of the timing. Okay? Now, this is work in progress, guys. Okay? So this is not completed yet. We are working on a portal, clinical portal, right? So for example, you come here and you say, my blood sugar is 180. And then I stop that. Ooh, blood sugar is 180. Okay? So now if it's above your normal and it is high, we're going to have a module that allows you to log in and speak to your provider. Or you can set it in such a way that it calls the emergency, it alerts your emergency contact, okay? Or emergency service, it initiates emergency services, okay? So anytime your heart rate is 120, you want it to call your caregiver, it will call your caregiver. We're going to have that coming up soon. And you can literally be able to get into conversation with your caregiver, okay? There'll be a portal where you can consult with your caregiver right there and address the issues, okay? And then we're also going to have it linked to activate emergency services for you. So you're going to set it up in such a way that, oh, if anytime my glucose or my oxygen dips below this, it should activate emergency services. Your emergency services could be your emergency contact, could be 911, or it could be your doctor. Call your doctor, okay? So that's something you arrange with your doctor. Doc, when my blood sugar is below 60, you're going to get a call, okay? And we're going to jump into a call, and it's going to send a text to my caregiver or my nurse, or my coach, my sports, or whatever you are into, guys. It doesn't matter. You have full control of this. Okay. So those are our next development. And it's going to take me one prompt to do that. Okay. Only one prompt. One AI prompt is going to fix all that. Okay. Now, if you want to learn that power, that's why I call it gives you some superpowers. This would have taken us in the previous year. Some of us have been online for many years. Okay. For you to come up with a platform like this, it would cost you maybe a year. It will take about a year. It's going to cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars because you're going to need a designer. You're going to need a whole battery of individuals, a whole team of individuals. You're going to have somebody who knows how to write code, coding, somebody who knows how to design. So first, you're going to have to sit down with the designer, give them the idea. They're going to come up with a design. You're going to give that to a programmer or somebody who knows how to do coding, HTML, PHP, Python, all these languages. They have animal names. Python. Maybe there's a panda. I'm kidding. No, there's no panda. But I'm just saying they have weird names like a python. What the heck is Python? Snake? Yes, it is a snake. So why did we name this language Python? Java. What is Java? Is Java coffee or something? I'm just kidding. I'm saying all these languages, you don't need to remember those anymore because the power of AI has taken that. You don't need that. Okay. All you need to do is come up with the idea. And if you don't have an idea, you don't know how to come up with an idea, we show you. We use AI to come up with ideas. Okay. I can go to Claude right now, or I can go to Google Gemini, and with no freaking idea of what I want to do, and I can put one quick prompt, okay, and voila, 100 ideas are gonna just pop up, and I can take one of those, do my research, make sure it is viable, and build a project around it. And within one weekend, I can have this in the market, people buying this stuff from me, signing up for the service within a weekend, guys. Sometimes it's not even a weekend, a few hours. To create this Vox Fit, it took what? You guys can go and watch the previous, some of our lives, okay, right here. Some of our lives on this same playlist where we're talking about trading, forex, blah blah. We give you I sprinkle bonuses along the way, okay, so that your time can be worthwhile. You guys have been here with me from 9:30 to 11. What is another 20 minutes? I can spare 20 minutes to teach you something that can literally change your life, okay, if you take it seriously. This can change your life, okay? It can make you healthier, like we did for our members. We created this for our members in the Smart Wolf Club because I had members who were telling me, man, I take so much time trying to log my glucose. I'm diabetic. I forget to take my medicines. I have blood pressure. I forget to take my pills. I don't feel good. I didn't show up for the training because I wasn't feeling good. I say, why? Because I forgot to take my medicine yesterday. Why? Why? We have AI. AI can remind you. We talk about the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one voice command. That's all you need. My pressure is 120/80. That's all you have to say. And that is recorded. And you can share that with your doctor during your next visit. You can actually email that report to your doctor. Okay? All you have to do is share that with your doctor right there. Secure link, send it to your provider, send it to your nurse, send it to your caregiver, and they can see exactly where your blood sugar has been the whole week, the whole month, the whole year. You can download that report. Guys, this is next level stuff, okay? Just imagine you're going to have VoxFit, and we're going to change the name. We are looking at changing the name. I asked you guys for suggestions. I haven't seen any. So we're going to just come up with a name because you guys don't want to participate. And if you don't like the name, we're going to tell you, get out of here. Because we gave you the chance to name this platform. Okay? We want you guys to come up with a name, suggest names. And then we're going to pick one out of the names that you guys have suggested. And we're going to name this platform that. We want to change it from VoxFit to another name. Okay? We are looking forward to doing that. And we're going to do that very, very soon. Okay? Maybe by Sunday this week, we'll have changed the name. Okay? So watch this space. So jump in right now. Uh, we are opening it to just 100 people. Okay. We opened it to our members in the Smart Wolf Club. We decided we're going to open it to the public, maybe 100 people. So you could be the lucky one. Okay. Now, it is free to sign up. Okay. Free. But however, we need some money. We need a budget to maintain this, all these servers where you're logging in. You know, guys, you're forgetting that you can also log your calories. I didn't even talk about that. Okay. Some of you guys are counting calories. You're on a weight loss program. Okay. You can say how much your weight is right there. And then your calories every day. You just come and say here, well, drank 16 ounces of water. I took my lisinopril. It's showing you the examples of how to say it. I had a bowl of oatmeal. I had a bowl of oatmeal. Okay. You just say I had a bowl of oatmeal. It's going to count the calories for you. It's going to show you how many proteins, how many carbs, how much fat is in a bowl of oatmeal. It's going to show you there. And if your goal is 2,000 calories per day, it's going to show you the progress for the day. And it's going to keep a log of that. So at the end of the month, you can share the log of your calories, daily calories, with your caregiver, with your coach, and they can see where you've been sleeping or where you've been cheating or where you've been. Okay, now they're going to tell on you. I'm just kidding. But you guys get the point that you can log your calories. Okay, very simply. Okay. So the next development would be the clinical portal. This is basically where you can actually consult with your caregiver securely under very secure, serious security. We are well aware of that. Okay, very secure conversations you're gonna have with your caregiver. So the caregiver can log in and you can log in and you guys can have a chat and you can get your care that way. They're calling it tele what? Telemedicine, teleconsultations. Okay. I know you guys are used to Zoom calls. Okay. So this is going to be in the app because it's going to give you more capabilities because now you can simply share your glucose level. You can take your glucose level, your heart rate, your oxygen, your blood pressure, and your caregiver can see those in real time. Okay. You record your glucose, you say, hey, my glucose is 180 over 60. They can see that on real time. Okay, say, oh, I think that's elevated or that's low. Let's see your calories. What did you eat today? Okay, you had a bowl of cereal and that pushes your blood sugar up. What's your body temperature? Oh, you have fever, so you might have an infection. Okay, let's see what's going on. What are your symptoms? And boom, 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 you get care right away. Okay. And then, of course, we're going to add more modules here that will allow further communication to the resources. For example, maybe you can be able to communicate with your pharmacy. Okay. Maybe you can be able to communicate with your pharmacy. Maybe you can be able to communicate with your grocery store. Imagine your doctor recommends, oh, you should be drinking this right now. And you can quickly click here and order whatever you need, and it can be delivered to your doorstep right away. Guys, you see the possibility of AI? That is what we are looking at. That's the future of this app. Okay, so be part of it. And it's gonna take, remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one voice command. And what do I say about these projects? The journey of one app begins with one prompt. Okay, just one single prompt will change the entire of this. And if you want to learn how to do this for yourself, you have this wonderful idea, but you don't know how to put it into an app. You don't know how to build a web. You have this business, but you don't know how to take it to the market because you don't know how to do digital marketing. You don't know how to build a website. You don't know how to set up the social media marketing. Guys, join our AI training. Join the one-on-one and tell the coach, this is what I want. And guys, within a weekend or 2 or 3, you would be riding high with one of these sophisticated apps, sophisticated website. One command will build your business from top to bottom, from bottom to the top. And you can start selling your services, you can start selling your products, and you can be somebody else. Guys, you're forgetting our philosophy is very simple: financial freedom, location freedom, and time freedom. That's what we are looking for. Come and join us. We are in a journey. We can go with or without you. Okay? So please make that decision. The choice is yours. The back stops with you. No excuses, not grandmother, not, oh, my boss. It doesn't matter. They don't care about you. Okay. It's all about you now. It's about you. The effort is about you. Okay. We're going to end this training now. And before we do that, let's go and look at the market because that's what we are here for. So you guys can see it has dipped a little bit. Okay. It is dipping because you can see what happened. Okay. We are getting to that point, one of the highest points so far. So it has dipped a little bit. So let's go and look at the 5 minutes that we were looking at earlier. And we can see what is going on here. It's going to tell us what's happening in the market, like real time. Okay, so you can see that has been rejected, guys. That part has been rejected. As I said, this would have been okay. So now it is breaking through there, but it didn't happen the way we expected it. You can see it did come down, rejected, and then now it's coming down. Okay, so this liquidity here has been swept. Break of structure is happening, but it's being rejected. The buyers are still looming right here. So the buyers are still looming right there. This has been rejected. Okay. So we went down, we broke down all the way down, and we are still down and still down, and we're still going down. We haven't come back yet. We haven't retested the zone. It's just a breakout, no retest, no trade taken because it didn't meet our fundamentals. Now, for those of you who trade breakouts, this would have been a nice breakout to the downside, and you're smiling all the way to the bank. However, this type of trades nowadays have very low winning probability, maybe 38%. We want to make it 60, 50, 60%. That's why we wait for the pullback and retest. Okay. I am going to end it here. All right, guys. We've been talking for a long time, so I'm going to remove this. And there I am. I'm back. This is me, guys, alive. So we're going to watch our swing trade. So the take homes are very simple. We showed you what happens at 9:30 a.m. and it surprises you what happens. It really surprises everybody. So you're not the only one. If you're surprised, see exactly what happens. Those huge spikes, liquidity grabs, stop losses hit, profit made at 9:30 by some people. But we stay out. We hold our card close to our chest and we stay out of the 9:30 breakout. Opening. The first 15 minutes, we are not taking a trade. We are simply watching the market. Okay? And the reason was clearly demonstrated. And then I told you a few things along the way. The market taketh what it giveth. Write that down. If you want to be a good trader, you must remember that. The market taketh what it giveth if you stay in long enough. Okay? If you stay in long enough, the market is going to take what it has given. Okay? You can take that to the bank. It happens all the time, and I see it all the time, and I have seen it for many, many years. Okay? So, what else did I say? The market giveth you what it wants to give you. Okay? You cannot force the market. Guys, I can't come here and say, oh, I wish the market gives me 200. It's not going to, your wishes are nothing. It's not going to happen. Okay? So the market is going to give you what it giveth. And if it giveth you, take it. Take it and go. Okay? Take what it gives you. So I might decide I want a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. Now, the market decides to go a 1 to 2. Am I going to cry and say, no, I don't want to take that. No, I'm going to take that too. Okay? And go away. I wanted $3, but the market is only giving me $2. I put $1. I wanted $3, but I didn't get the $3. It got to $2. I'm going to take that $2 and go. Take it and run. Okay? That's the mistake that most rookies make. Professionals know this. Okay? The professional traders know this. That's why they take profit along the way. As long as they are in profit, they're going to start taking their profits along the way. They're going to move their stop loss. They're going to trail their stop loss to break even. That's the first step. So now you are in the trade for free, like we are right here. If man, do you want me to? No, I've already explained that. I'm not going to share my screen again. I'm going to continue that. This discussion is very important. We're going to continue this on Friday. And hopefully Friday, the conditions are going to be better. Now, Friday is a tricky day to trade. I do know some of our coaches don't even trade on Fridays. They don't trade on Monday because it's tricky for them. Okay. So we're going to come in and see. We can access the market. We're going to assess the market. And we'll report on this trade. We'll see what happens to this swing trade, what my student and I decide to do. Maybe we close it for this week and take the profit, because you can see here it's 9,478. We can decide to take that. Okay. Even though our goal was to be at least over 100 here, I mean 10, over 10, which you remember it was 12 when we came in. It was over 12, but we've given up about 3,000, 4,000 there. So we're going to let it go and see if we can climb back here. Okay. The weekly is still showing strength. It's still showing some strength on the weekly. If we look at the daily, let's see, because the daily is going to tell us it has a wick at the top. Now, the wick at the top may indicate a transition point where it's probably going to go down, or it could just be a continuation, a minor bump on the way, okay? Because sometimes the market takes a breather. This is what we are targeting. We are targeting a new lower high. We are targeting a what? A new lower high. New lower high. We are targeting a new lower high. Yeah, you can see here there's an inefficiency already in the market. The 50, this is the 50 moving average, is above the 20. And what happens ordinarily? Ordinarily, the 20 is above the 50. So what I'm trying to think here, it could either way, the 20 can move above the 50, or the 50 can come below the 20. If it comes below the 20, then we're going to get a dip here. So that may be time to take profitability, okay? That may be the time to close this trade. That's what we're going to be looking at. If the 50 crosses the 20 going downwards, we are going to close this trade, swing trade, take whatever we have. Like we just say, take what the market giveth you. If it giveth you that, we're going to take profitability. It doesn't matter, okay? That's still a lot, okay? For a small account like this, okay? So let's end this now. And guys, I am out of here. But before we go, let's end it in a powerful prayer. In the belief of Power Mighty, we pray that those who have stuck with us here, it's almost 2-hour mark, that may be blessed. May they all be successful. We pray that the markets are good to us. We pray that the AI world is wonderful to us. We pray that the app, the VoxFit app, may help save lives, may help us stay healthy and wealthy as we continue with this struggle in this world. We pray that everybody here and whoever is going to watch this video may also be successful. We pray that those who share this video with their loved ones may also be blessed on the way. We pray this in the beautiful Power Mighty. Amen. Guys, make sure you share this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, because we're going to be sharing a lot of journeys. We're going to share Forex. We're talking about Forex. We're talking about AI. We're talking about stocks. We talk about crypto. We haven't even scratched the surface yet. It's a lot. It's a lot in there in the Smart Wolf Club. A lot of, and I am here to present what is going on in the Smart Wolf Club. With the blessings of the coaches and the students and their permission, I am here to spill the beans for you. Everything is on the desk, on the table. Nothing hidden under. No cards under. No cards under here. No, everything is right there. And guys, I will see you in the next one. But promise me, when you go out there, do what the master teacher says. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. That is the biggest commandment. Love yourself first, and then love your neighbors. Neighbors is everybody around you. If you walk down the street or your neighborhood, there's a brother or a sister in need, and you're in a position you can help them, please help them. If you find somebody in a hole, please don't leave them in a hole. Raise your hand, help them, pull them out of the hole. That is what it means. Love your neighbors, you love yourself. And it's going to make the world a better place for you and for me and for our future generations and our children and everybody. With that, guys, I'm going to end this. And don't be negative. Always be positive. Negativity is not allowed. Positivity. Okay. You don't want to end your days with a negative note. Always being negative, negative. Positive. Positive is what we're trying to put in here. Positivity. Okay. Positivity. The master teacher says, blessed are those who are patient. So patience matters. And with that, I'm ending the stream. I'll see you again on Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I'll see you again next week on Tuesday, 9:30 a.m. and Thursday, 9:30 a.m. So next week is Tuesday. Mark this on your calendar. This week, we have one today and we have another one on Friday with you. This is a time with you. And you can come and ask questions. That's why I want you guys to be there. Participate in these lives because you can ask questions. 9:30 a.m. this Friday, we can talk about trading. We're going to talk about trading. We're going to continue, and I'll sprinkle some AI stuff. Okay, I'm going to show you some AI magic. And then we also going to meet again next week on Tuesday at 9:30 and next week on Thursday. And then next week, I'll tell you when we're going to meet the following week, which would be Wednesday and Friday. So we alternate so that all our members can have a fair chance. It's now the 2-hour mark. We're going to end the stream here. And goodbye, guys. Stay healthy, and I will stay positive.